will love it. You already do already. But we have got stamps and we have got dies, we've got all sorts in there, and we're covering lots of different occasions as well. So we're not just looking at Christmas or anything like that, like most people are at the moment. So the two deals are, if you are purchasing 3 items, you're going to get one of those free. So it's buy 2, get 1 free. You're going to use the code 1FREE that you can see there. But that you do need to put 3 into your basket, okay? So pop your 3 chosen items into your basket, go ahead to checkout, pop your code in, and one of those items will be deducted, or the price will be deducted from the total for you. Now, if you're looking at all of these items, and you can see all of the items here at this web address, or you can click on the link that should be hopefully soon, if it's not already pinned in the comments if you're watching live. You can put in lots and lots of these items into your basket. You may end up with actually more. Maybe you've got, I don't know, 6 items, for example, 3, 4, 5, 10 items, however many. If you're putting 3 into your basket and you can see another 3 that you love as well, put all 6 into your basket, go ahead to checkout, use the code 3FREE. You're going to get 3 of them deducted. How cool is that? So those 2 codes very, very quickly, and these are only going to last until midnight tonight. That's Tuesday, the 3rd of August, everybody. So pop 3 items into your basket, go to checkout, use the code 1FREE. One of those items will be deducted. But if you're shopping for more and you love more, put 6 items into your basket. Okay, go over to checkout, put this code 3FREE, you'll get 3 of them for free. Have we got it? Okay, simple enough, isn't it? I think. Okay, let's have a look at the first item. Now, we are looking at the brand today of Creative Craft Products. This is designed in-house by CraftStash. So we have the most fantastic designers, graphic designers and production team working on these all the time. I adore their products because what they are is not always your basic, but your fantastic products that you need, your staple dies and stamps and things, but at the most amazing prices. Go and check out the prices. Like I say, they're all here. And what I'm going to be showing you is only a small selection. So we have got things like stencils for you. I told you it's not going to be just dies. We've got stencils like this star one. So this is 6x6 stencil. This is fantastic. So you can ink through it and all sorts. You can do your embossing with it as well with your rubber mat. If you want to do placement of things like your little worker stamps, for example, you can use this for that. And I think stars work for so many things, don't they? Obviously celebration, things like New Year. They work really well for masculine cards, for teenage cards as well. Teenage boys, I think stars works really well when you just don't know what to put on their card. New babies as well, of course, if you want to. Let's move on. I'm going to go through these really quickly. I've got quite a few examples of the products. I do have you all commenting as well. I'm keeping an eye on that. Hello to Perry Tapman. She's just said hi. Let me just see. Juliet Newton. Hello to Val. Hello to Carol Lewis from Liverpool. Yes, Barbara said, whoop, whoop, creative soup. Yes, creative. We love it. I adore this die set as well. Now this one is one of those ones, I'll admit, you have to have a bit of an open mind about how would you use it. Think about your geometric, think about maybe your darker colours, think about putting your silver and your holographic card in there. If you go along to this website address and you're having a look, browsing through the items, when you click on an item, or even very often when you hover over an item, an image will pop up that will show you how to use these. So you're not going to be left without inspiration for these items. And I believe there's probably images for virtually all of these items there. So see those, see how you can use them. This is around about, I'm completely guessing, I think this is around about 6x4 maybe, in 6 inches in size, and then you've got those additional sort of stars, but they are like lines. So these are from on the Border collection. I adored this one. I got to demonstrate this when it first came out and I loved it. I absolutely did. I'll try and dig out later for you some inspiration. Let's move on to another item for you, and we have got stamps. How popular are these, that sort of line stamp, those sentiments where they look as if they've been drawn in one long line? I think they're brilliant. They make fantastic borders, they make great frames as well. Even just the word celebrate, you could repeat these in a background in a nice pale colour of stamp, and that would just make a beautiful background with a little bit of texture in there. But they are great, aren't they? So you've got everything. You've got Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, celebrate, birthday, wedding wishes, happy anniversary, and then Christmas Day as well. So you really are covering all year round. I don't think there's any occasion that you can't use this stamp set for there. So really good size as well, nice and readable. Now the next ones I think are fantastic. You need to go ahead and you need to go and look at the inspiration with these. These are layering stamps. Now you've probably seen layering stamps before, or there's the sort of watercolor stamps. So I layer them, personally I layer them up, but it's up to you. But these are like watercolor texture. So if you look at the image, the style of the stamp, when you stamp it, it's going to look as if you've watercolor painted that image onto your paper. It's really clever. You've got the branch, you've got individual leaves in there as well under wreath. You can build up a beautiful floral cluster. So again, a really nice one to have that's going to give you so much versatility, so many things to do. What I'm going to do is show you one more set, and have you seen on the website all the new images? So there's hearts and circles and all sorts with the patterns in. They're brand new to creative. They're under the new category on CraftStash, but look at these stars. These are included in that sale, okay? So there may be others included in the sale, who knows? This is 12 different pattern stars. You can mix and match them. They're really funky. Again, going back, I'm going to bring you back to this stencil, because they will work perfectly with this stencil, won't they? Absolutely brilliantly, because they're the same brand. They're all made by to the same shape as well. So think about putting these in. This has a bit of a mixed media vibe, doesn't it? I think so. I think you could be stamping these and adding colour into the background. You could be layering up these textures as well in different colours to get different looks. Now, for those of you who are just joining us, I'm going to come back to the codes for you today. So we've got our What's Hot Flash sale. We're looking at creative products. We have got stencils, we've got dies, we've got stamps, we've got all sorts under the creative brand. So if you are putting 3 items from the selection, you can find the selection here at this address. If you're putting 3 items into your basket, when you head over to checkout, pop in the code 1 free, you're going to get one of those for free. But if you're really shopping today and you love more than 3 items, if you're putting 6 items into your basket, go over to checkout, put in the code 3 free, you will get 3 of those for free. Okay, so you need to purchase 3 items, you'll get 1 free. You need to purchase 6 items, you'll get 3 of them for free. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. It's all explained there for you. Now I'm going to carry on with showing you some of these examples. Don't forget, midnight tonight, everybody. If you're not watching live, this is the 3rd of August, and it's midnight tonight in the UK that these codes will no longer be valid, okay? Now this is lovely, isn't it? Because you've got, again, everything. Creative really do cater for all occasions, don't they? So you've got things like love and hugs. I love that. You are my sunshine, birthday wishes. You've also got, along with the sentiments, you've got a lot of different icons there that you could be using, maybe embossing those hearts in gold. They would look lovely on a wedding or an anniversary card. You've got some stars there as well. We're looking at a lot of stars today, aren't we? But I think you really can use these a lot. Follow your dreams, for example, you've got that in there too. So lots and lots of different sentiments. I think they're staples. I think whenever I see a sentiment stamp that has a variety of different occasions in it, I need to get it, because the fonts are all different on them, the sizes are different. Yes, they're going to be perfect for any card. I like to have a nice range. Now this next one I adore. I'd say that I don't say that lightheartedly, that I really do adore this. So it's like a geometric circle. It could be a snowflake, it could be a flower. It depends on how you work it and what you do with it. My favourite, all-time favourite thing to do with this, I'm going to give you a very, very quick craft tip, is add embossing ink to the stencil. Run it through your die cutting machine with a piece of paper so it just presses that ink onto the paper. Heat emboss the paper where that ink is pressed with white or clear ink, and then add watercolour over the top and it will act as a resist. It's beautiful. I'm pretty sure I've got an example of that somewhere. Again, I'll post that later, just before the end of the day, so you can see that. Grab these stencils, honestly, they are so beautiful. And again, geometry, you're looking at lots of different occasions for that. Moving on very quickly. These are so much fun. Okay, if anyone loves their embroidery, their cross stitch, their sewing, how good are these going to be on a card? You've got a lot of elements there. So you've got thank you, happy birthday, and hello. And then you've got a flower. Now that flower is all down this side here. So it's, as you're looking at it, It's down, oh, it's down, I don't know my left and right, I'm really bad at this, down the right hand side of that packet. So you've got your hello on the left and you've got your floral pieces, they look like sort of blobs, they layer up. So you'll ink them in different colours and they will create a cross-stitched flower, okay, or the look of a cross-stitched flower. And you've got lots of other elements in there that you can add to. Even down in the bottom corner you've got a leaf there. This is really good fun, a fantastic one to play with, and this might be one of your free items. Who knows? 3 items for free, and you buy 3 get 3 for free. Now when you're browsing you'll notice the prices of Creative as well, they really are super low. Now I've spoken a lot about things for masculine cards because I think it's all important that we point out what is perfect for masculine cards, because it's not always obvious. With flowers and butterflies, ladies, absolutely, of course. This is one of my all-time favourites for men, because it's just so simple. You've got things like simply the best. Now what man doesn't like to hear that? What lady doesn't like to hear that, of course, as well. You've got love you, just for you. You've got partner in there. I think that is so important, because things like the word partner, I mean, I've got my husband is my children's stepdad, and I can never find stepdad. Before we were married, I could never find partner. I mean, boyfriend sounds a little bit young, so partner's, it's going to come in anyway, really handy, and you don't see it very often. That's my point. Not only do you have the stamps here, and you've got quite a suave and debonair sort of theme to this, with the bow tie, with the champagne glass, with the wine cooler as well, or the champagne cooler, but you've then also got the dies at the top. Those grey outlines are dies that match the stamps perfectly. So with those you're going to be able to stamp and die cut out. But I think you could just die cut as well, because I mean, that wine cooler there, that to me looks like a flower pot. Just, you know, extra versatility for you if you need it. Let's have a look at some of these comments. So hello, woo, I've got loads of comments, I apologise, I haven't been keeping up. Good morning to Lynn Bell, how are you? Hope you're all well. Carol Lewis said she's got this star one and it's very handy to have for quick makes. I presume that's the star stamp you're talking about? Could be anything. There's a few stars in there. Shireen has said good morning to everybody. Sarah Lowe, oh, funky stars. Yeah, we're really loving the stars this morning, aren't we? Lovely to have you with me so early. It's not early in the morning, but so early in the day. Look at this one. Do you love making shaped cards? Would you like to make, I don't know, fun apertures and shaker cards and things? That would be really cool with this Christmas tree look. What about, maybe you do iris folding? I haven't seen much iris folding lately. I'd love to kind of bring it back because it was just a nice relaxing craft to do. This would be great to have as the shape in the front of the card before you pop your iris folding behind. But certainly, like I say, for shaker cards, for shaped cards as well, you'd be surprised at the size of this. I'm going to do my hand measurements again. I think that actual packet there is probably about that wide. Okay, so you can imagine how big that largest die is, and it goes right down to a really small die. So it's really handy for you to have in your stash. And that shape is really unique, isn't it? I think it not only looks like your traditional Christmas tree, it can look like quite a contemporary Christmas tree as well. Now this is an embossing folder, and it's so unusual because it's got lots of different words all over it. I like that you can actually pick out words. If you've just got a thin paper strip, you can place that so that you've only got a small amount being embossed for you to use as your sentiment if you want a particular word in there, or you can emboss the entire panel and you can have that whole background with words on. Then you can ink it, you can add your gilding wax to it, you can just leave it as embossing, so it's just got that little bit of raised element to it, so it's nice and subtle. It's entirely up to you, but you can see you've got a lot of sentiments on here. Again, this is what Creative do. They give you as much versatility as possible. Now this one is really cool. Now bear with me, when you first see it you go, oh, what would I use that for? Okay, it's a graffiti style background, okay, but I think you're going to use this for so much. I think it looks a little bit like, you know, when you get in the car in the really frosty morning and it's rained and then it's frozen, you've got that ice like that. I think it looks a little bit like that. It could look like cracked glass if you want it to. You could get some really cool metal techniques with this as well. There's lots that you can do with this. I think bright colours would make it look more like graffiti. It's entirely up to you. But again, lots and lots you can be doing with that one. Shall I come back now? I've given you a handful of the elements, but you can see so much more if you go along to this address. Let's just come back though to the codes, just so that you've got those. So we have got, if you're buying 2, you can put an additional one in your basket, go over to checkout. Now, when you go over to checkout, I'm going to make a presumption. I didn't ask this and I should have done. I'm going to presume it's going to be the cheapest one is free. Okay, so you're not able to choose which of your 3 will be free, but one of those will come off. They're all amazing prices anyway. So go over with 3 items in your basket, use the code 1 free, you're going to get one of those for free. The money's going to be taken off one of those. Now, if you love all the items and you're putting more and more in your basket and you've got 6 in your basket, go over to checkout and put in the code 3 free. You're going to get 3 of those items. Again, I'm going to presume the 3 lowest price items are going to come off the price. I mean, how awesome is that? I think it's pretty cool. So there's your codes. I'm going to let you go shop because I know how quickly these items sell out and I don't want to keep you any longer. You've seen a handful of the elements. Now go over and see everything. It's all there under this web address, only until midnight tonight. Now I am back every single Tuesday at 11 AM with new code or codes for you, so make sure you join me because it's the best time, because these things are, some of them are low stock, so you do need to be really quick. So if you can join me at 11 on a Tuesday and you can shop straight away, please do make a note in your diary to meet me here. I'm going to be back on Friday because on Friday on CraftStash Live or Live with Lou, we've got Sam Cowcott and she is launching her brand new It's Only a Puppet collection at 12:30. Of course, Sam always does wonderful demonstrations. There will be fabulous offers and deals and giveaways as well. So join me and Sam at 12:30 on Friday. For everything else, you can pop over to Craft World for lots of demonstrations and videos and tutorials and such like, and just to chat with like-minded crafters. But otherwise, I'll see you live Friday. Take care, everybody, and have a